What I had to admit to myself before I could commit is the fact that I was very lazy. I don't know what I was waiting for. I think the biggest part of my life is being a student, and that has its own challenges, right? I've been through like very serious series of life or academics where I was not doing good. And I think there was a day where I sat down and I knew that I was not dumb, first of all. I wasn't dumb. And you know, when you have been performing so poorly and I was getting into this depressive state where I was like, oh, nothing works. And it all boiled down back to me and I was like, it's you. You are the problem. You are lazy. You don't want to show up for yourself. You think that the world owes you something and it doesn't. I was just basically folding my arms and expecting things to happen. I remember I was at Reds that day and it was after I cried a lot because I was praying for this specific thing to happen academically and I was obsessing over it and it was not happening, you know. And I wanted to qualify for this other test and I was like crying to God, like, why me? Why me? And then I was like, why not you? What have you done to deserve that? Nothing. Before I chose to commit to myself, I had a lot of expectations, like zooming out now and looking, before that, I had a lot of expectations. I expected a lot of things from people, like I said, and I think if somebody didn't do something, I couldn't do it. And I felt like I relied on someone. Like I always wanted to put a blame on somebody. Like I feel like I operated in the putting the blame on somebody. For me to feel justified, to feel something, it had to be somebody's fault. It had to be somebody else's fault. I had to find whose fault it was, and it was never my fault. So I had my times, obviously I had times where I wanted to commit, because briefly I started working out when I was like 18 years old. I was like, oh, I want a gym, and then I would break off. And as you grow older, working out is different. The reasons why you want to do it, because when I was 18, I just wanted a flat stomach. I was like, I would go after school, I would go there by the field. There was guys that was like practicing for soccer and everything. Like the reasons were different then. But as you grow older, you realize I'm doing this because I want to shift my focus from something. And as much as I still had the goal to want to work out, but I couldn't zoom into, you're doing this because this is what we're dealing with. The issue is we're not showing up for ourselves. No, the issue is I'm doing this because somebody made me feel like this, so I'm doing this because, I want to show them. It was like that. But you can't sustain it. If I don't find a victim, or if I don't find who to blame, I can't work out now. I can't work out. So the only consistent reason for me to have to work out was I had to find a consistent mule, which was me. I had to say, I'm doing this for you or because of you, because I had to blame myself first for it. Yeah. Committing to myself means even after a big loss, I do it anyway. Because I understand that life moves on, it never waits for you. Even when I'm in the ICU for 20 years, it's not gonna say, oh, she's been in the ICU for 20 years, let me wait for her. It does not. Life goes on. You do it through the pain, you do it anyway. And for me, it's more psychological than physical. I'm a true believer in the Word of God, so I'll just reference. The Word of God specifically says, as a man thinketh, so shall he be. I truly value that. I believe that everything I believe in here, I can totally become. It's all it takes is for me to imagine it, to believe in it enough for me to become. Already if I can imagine it, already if I can commit myself to it, honestly, execution is easy. So I do it anyway. Whether I'm injured, whether I am limping, I do it anyway, because in here it's already done for me. In here it's what I want to achieve. In here I've already committed to myself to it. I do it anyway. I go to gym even when I feel like today I'm dragging. I would rather go and lie down 5 minutes between every workout as long as I show up, because it does something for me in here. That's what commitment is to me. I do it anyway. What I needed to stop telling myself in order for me to show up consistently is that I have time, because I don't. There's a book that I'm reading right now. It's called The Power of Now. And what it's telling you is that time is an illusion. The only time that there ever is now. You were never in the past, you are never in the future. You are always now, because the past was now yesterday and the future will be now tomorrow. So the only time you have to experience life is now. So if you ever want to do something, you have to do it now, not tomorrow. And I had to overcome that. I had to overcome, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I had to get up and do it now. I used to tell myself that I have so much time, and I was lying to myself. I never had time. I had now, and I couldn't use it wisely. So once I realized that the only time I have is now, the only time I get to experience life to its fullest is now, that is when I had to do it. That is when I started. And yeah, I actually started it after I heard about the book. I was like, the power of now. I'll do it now. The difference between the version of me that tries and the version of me that commits. That's a good question. Let me think about it. I think the version of me that tries is the one that still thinks she has time. She tries, not fully committing because she's gonna go again tomorrow. But the version of me that fully commits understands that I only have now to experience life or to become. You know, I'm steady becoming. So I understand that I only have now. The one that tries still feels like, oh yeah, I'll try again tomorrow. You know, so I'm gonna do like a little bit today and I'll finish it up tomorrow. But the one who commits is like, I want to get this done right now. Let me just finish so that whatever I can do the other one. She doesn't say, oh, let me finish this one, I'll do the other one tomorrow. She said, I want to finish what I gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do right now. The one who tries is like, okay, I'll do this one 3:30. And then I'll take 5 minutes break. And then that one still feels like she got time. So that's the difference between the two of them. The other one still feels like I got time. The other one's like, I got now, let me use it. What I learned about myself the first time I stayed consistent longer than before is that I actually love commitment. I thrive more when I have something to focus on. I feel more energized, more alive. Everything makes sense more when I have a certain commitment. I would advise all the women around the world, really, truly, to commit on their body, their minds, all their well-being, because it matters on how you see yourself more than anything. It really does. It matters to you who you are more than it matters to anybody who you are. You are steady becoming. You are always becoming. You never stop becoming. Always think of, let's say you have at least 10 years ahead of you. For the next 10 years, are you okay with the person that you are today? If the answer is no, good for you, because you have an opportunity to become who you want to be. Delulu is the Selulu for real. I don't have any other way. If you can think of it enough and believe it and have faith in it, it can happen. Because your faith truly does heal. Your faith truly does make things become. If you believe it, you can be it. Who do you want to be? You started becoming, like I'm telling you. Good for you. You are becoming even when you don't want to, you know? So do it for the woman you're becoming. Do it for who you want to be. How does she brush her teeth? What time does she wake up? Just want to be like her. Do you want to wake up in the morning and go work out? Be her. Just start. You have all the time to become. You are never too old, too young. You are never ready enough. You are never confident enough. I'm going to tell you that. You are never ready enough. You are never confident enough until you do it. So keep becoming. Keep showing up. Just start. You don't have tomorrow. You don't have in the future right now. Just start. Really. I just started. And I'm here getting interviewed and stuff. Yeah, that's it.